Give me 1 second. What's going on with y'all? We just chilling tonight. I know it's night for you guys if you're in the West Coast. Trying to see so. Actually, it'll be faster just to do this one first. What's going on, Isaac? So look, after I do this, as I was showing you guys before, look at each different element, right? That means that I'll be able to make her with the, you know how she has the cut off on her pants? I could make it like look like a full set of pants now. And give her gloves and other things like that. It's just gonna be able to make crazy costumes with her. Just wait and see. I already started making some of the Street Fighter Alpha 3 colors already. Look at that, see? Look how, you see how different it looks? I'm gonna make some costumes later. First, I'm gonna make a dent in this. I'm gonna make all the palettes eventually from, you know, the first thing I usually do is I make all the palettes from all the games they've been in. So, you know, her, New Generation, Second Impact, Third Strike, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Street Fighter 5. I won't be able to exactly make the look on Street Fighter 5, but I will make colors that will represent it. And then also the nostalgia costume as well. I'll be able to make all those. And then of course I'm gonna make her a Strider set so she could be a Strider. Then I'm gonna make her a guy, Maki, stuff like that, of course. Mai, Andy. Damn, right here. She's one of the easier characters because I already got the hardest part out of the way. I typically do that. I like to do like the little pink right here, her face mask. Man, that was just, I was using like the smallest size of this, doing it like this. Like that one took forever. Once you do the harder parts first, you could just breeze through it like this. If you guys are doing it sprite by sprite, like doing the whole thing, I'm telling you, you ought to try it this way, because you could just do it in different passes. Dang, got hit with an ad. But yeah, doing it like this, in different passes instead of trying to do the whole sprite each one. I think this way is faster because just look how fast I'm going through it. Look, I'll be able to make a look to where it looks like she has hands all the way down to the leg too. Yeah, this is Fighter Factory Studio. What's going on, people? What's up, Maria? I think this is another character that no one. I think a lot of the Street Fighter 3 characters have not really been touched up. So we're gonna be the first ones to do it. It's about to look crazy, especially on this character. Excuse the commercials that come up as I listen to this extended version. After I make enough progress on this, I'm gonna make a dual assault. Not today though. What's going on, Nate? What's up, June? Yeah, Street Fighter 3. I mean, it's a toss-up for me because it's like I like a lot of tracks in Street Fighter 3's OST, but I also like Second Impact as well. And I do prefer some versions of New Generation too. Some of the songs of some of the characters. Like, for example, I like Dudley's themes better in the older games than the newer one. Like, I prefer his Second Impact theme better. Like, I like it better than the Third Strike one. Blow My Mind. Blow My Mind is my least favorite one out of all of them. Luckily, these characters have like huge feet. That's how it was with Makoto too. But Ibuki has like so many freaking sprites because of the hair movement. You see how the hair moves? He has like all these extra sprites because of the hair movement. Yeah, but we're gonna tidy up the entire Street Fighter 3 cast like this though. Yeah, here's some cool remixes. Excuse me as I typically zone out whenever I'm doing this. It's like intense focus. Yeah, she has a lot. It's like, look, this is the actual jab. Then it's over. It's over. Hands moving back and then the hair. Well, you can see it mostly in the stance, but then a lot of these sprites, like the recoil, a lot of the extra sprites are because the hair is like moving back and forth. But let me just start from this way. Sometimes I do that like to help with my mental. I'll start from the beginning on one side, and then I'll start on the opposite end, and then once I meet myself in the middle, I'll be like, oh, I made that much progress. Like I closed the gap. That's how you be when you're cooking, for real. That's typically how I do everything, man. I just be like, I just turn on some music and like just start working. Like I said, I enter that world. It helps me connect with the characters. But you have to be like really in that realm of imagination though. Like this theme, like I want to make a rainy version of her stage or a night version of the stage. Because I want to do the daytime, evening, on, you know, that thing. I have to go. Probably my favorite Wookiee remix right here. Yeah, I'll post it. I'm always posting this, huh? I try not to get stuck and be like too worrisome because I'm gonna come back and do it, like cleaning up in another pass anyways. And then I gotta fix some of the shadows on these. You have seen nothing yet, man. I literally made that combo on a whim, which is crazy. Man, I was watching that like, damn, I came up with that. Cause I was thinking like, man, wouldn't it be cool? Cause I was using the Steam Deck to play Street Fighter 5, and I always liked how the air kunai worked, how it hit them first. It doesn't explode upon contact. It explodes when it hits the ground. And I thought that was so cool. Such a little small detail. Like I said, when she does the EX kunai, she throws it, it hits them. It doesn't explode when it hits them. It explodes on contact with the ground. So I recreated that, and it just looked like a sick setup. And don't worry, I'm gonna mess around with that a little bit. I'm gonna create some stuff of her versus Oro. And then I'm gonna give Ibuki and Makoto the rivalry that they never had. That was never fleshed out in the games, I should say. You said, can I do a white version of her? What do you mean? So remember I told you that I'm doing this so that you can have more costume options, right? So I have to do this process first. This will allow for more customization. But yeah, I could make, we'll see what I can make after it's done. Man, I don't know, I may end up giving her fingerless gloves. I don't know if, for those that be knowing, we just be giving every character fingerless gloves. It's funny. It's like a running joke. But I don't know, maybe. I think she could look sick with some fingerless gloves. I just love that on characters. It just looks so cool. I'm also gonna give her a special intro versus Guy because of the Street Fighter 4 intro. Alright, I'm about to zone out for 10 minutes on this track right here. I swear to you, I was just in my room with the lights off in the dark, obviously with only my computer on and that light from that. And then I was just bumping this theme. That was just I swear, this theme, I love the little part. I'll tell you what when it gets to it. I don't know, this theme just sounds so retro, man. I love it. But yeah, man, I be in a zone, like in a trance. Wow, this part right here, this upcoming part, this part right here, I love this part. I don't know, man, it just sounds so sick to me. Gotta bring back that Q boss battle. Hey, I'm gonna eventually remove all the FX from this SSF, alright, Nate? You said, have I ever heard of a Mugen YouTuber named Ultra Cinder? What's that? You said Oro fingerless gloves? That would be freaking hilarious. Who knows, maybe. We'll see. You know, with Oro, I'm telling you, the thing I'm looking forward to the most is that freaking Spirit Bomb Super. Man, I am going to have fun with that. Because I'm already telling you, I'm going to make it usable in the air. It's about to be on. I remember when I saw that they gave the new Skullgirls character a super like that. And it gave me some ideas. So I've been wanting to recreate that ever since. Because I freaking love Wang Tang. I love using the Spirit Bomb as Wang Tang. Man, for those of you guys who don't know about that Power Stone though. So that's like literally like the thing that would be like to motivate me to like do the work and stuff I need to do on Oro. I'll just be like, eventually I'll get to do that Spirit Bomb. But fingerless gloves on Oro, man, that could be funny. Draw Oro some underwear too while we're at it. After I finish this pass, I'll show you a little bit of the progress I've made so far on some of the other supers. And then I made a lot of progress on doing the voices and stuff, doing the voice work. Oh, you did the Street Fighter 5 default, you said? That's what's up. Let me see. Oh, this looks freaking sick. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up for you guys to see it. Oh wait, let me just load it up. Let me save it. Hey, let me tell you while you're here, Nate. That freaking Rio, Midnight Bliss Sprite, that's dope. I saw that. It was looking tight. All right, let me show the color you just made. Yeah, so much more is gonna be possible. About to go crazy. with this character. Because the course is like, of course you can't get it exactly as the game, you know, but you get as close as you possibly can, and people who play the stuff, they'll get the reference. Yeah, this is looking dope. And you see we also did them too. Nice, nice. More motivation to finish this. Actually, this is almost done anyway. Nobody really likes Necro like that, but he does have some cool themes. What remix are you guys talking about from Mr. Destructor? Which remix is it? For what character? Speaking of Ibuki, I would love to see her in Street Fighter 6 to fight against Kimberly. Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, I'm gonna make that Kimberly palette too. But you guys know, it's like people are gonna be like, I mean, you know, people on social media could be weird when they see characters in different skin colors, but it's not really a big deal. I like to make characters in all skin colors just because you rarely see it. Games now don't really, if you guys notice, the palettes don't really change the color of the skin of the character. In some games they do, like Guilty Gear, right? But you don't see that in Street Fighter as often as these other games, right? Ichi says, Dear 2D, what's your favorite character's gameplay archetype? Shotokan, Rushdown, Zoner, Charge, Glass Cannon, Puppeteer, Tank, Counter, Grappler, which one? Out of those or in general? My favorite type of characters are characters that just... like characters where you have to set things up, or characters where you can set things up. You know, like... I'm trying to think here, like what kind of stuff. Like almost like, you know, like Ibuki has the bomb super in Street Fighter 5, like that type of thing, or like Kimberly with the little spray bottle she throws on the ground. Like characters who could do setups like that, like you, like type of traps. Like I love stuff like that. But Shotos are my least favorite character. I would say I prefer characters who like usually don't have any projectiles. And of course, like Rushdown is fun. But yeah, I just love characters like Yoon, Fei Long. Well, they could just use their speed to turn the tide of the fight. But I really like so many different characters, like the Marco that I was making, like, you know, like stuff that's just different that you don't really commonly see. How he could use all his different weapons, but it's not just the gameplay, it's like the gameplay that I try to make is linked to the actual source material. Like for Marco from Metal Slug, he uses all his weapons from that game, you know, and it's like to create gameplay that's linked to that, to the actual games that you played, as these characters are converted into a fighting game. And then, you know, like Jill with her zombies and gun and stuff like that. I think things like that are super cool when gameplay elements from the source games are integrated into the gameplay, like into the fighting game. I'm getting more into grapplers though. Some of my favorite characters are grapplers, like Clark. Clark is one of my favorite characters. And then I recently had been seeing how freaking cool Maxima is. I mean, he's not really a grappler per se, but I guess he's just more like a brawler type. But I was just thinking big guys. But for me, typically, when I play games, I don't really... You know, I always say I feel like people play fighting games and they will literally always use the same character. And like, think about like this, you're spending $60, $70 on a game to only play one character. Like, what value are you really getting out of that? I always try at least every character just to see if I like them, because I often get surprised, like a character, because, you know, of course, I don't know, some people, it depends on whether you're playing, for what reasons you're playing. Obviously, if you're playing competitive, you're gonna play to win, but I like to first pick the characters that I think look cool, and I don't even care where they are on the tier for people who are into that stuff. I just play whoever I think is cool. And then I also say that there's some characters who I initially don't think are cool, but then as you actually give them a chance, you start to learn more about them, and then you appreciate them a bit more. And doing all this stuff definitely makes me appreciate a lot of the characters more, because I'm really doing that deep research to really learn about like all that they do and all the changes that they've had over the course of time. And it is just really interesting to be able to see that. From what you've seen from this project, makes archetype work like tools, one character have them all you in combos? Well, yeah, I try to make all the characters play while representing like who they are, as, you know, their personality as well. And I just try to strengthen, you know, the things that, you know, draw people to be like, that have the most appeal. Like, obviously, Ibuki is a ninja character, so, you know, the speed, the fast movement. You finished Power Stone 100% on the PSP? I have that game too, Power Stone Collection. Yeah, I think people don't realize how, I mean, we're already in a niche genre already, so Power Stone and Rival Schools are even more niche. You said you like strong FS content, he is amazing, but you know who has also another super project? Zell-sama and KOF Memorial 2. What is KOF Memorial? I feel like I've heard that before. That's cool, man, that there's other projects. That's what I like to inspire other people to create. Oh yeah, you're talking about Lin Kurosawa. Yeah, Lin Kurosawa. I'm gonna have to try to make that too. That's a good idea right there. Oh yeah, the nostalgia costume. Yeah, it does look kind of odd. He said, I really liked back when older games when the palettes would change the skin. The SVC Scott Powell where he's wearing the red shorts and the skin is a dark black tone. That was so cool. Yeah, you rarely see that like that. Okay. Let me see. They play this theme you're talking about. But yeah, it's like, man, like for example, Dudley, like if I make a palette of him like where he's white or Hispanic or Asian, like for me, I'm not really thinking much of it, but you know how the internet is now. But I think it's cool to be able to do that, but there is still a large majority of people who are like, well, that's not how it is originally, you know. But I just think it's cool to be able to create different things like that. Just me personally. Because I know sometimes I be seeing it like, man, I think I saw someone was telling me like something about that's not his hair color, or like, man, that's a palette. Nostalgia is both a good and a bad thing. Because some people just reject all change automatically. Especially when you see the stuff like I'm doing, like something like Street Fighter 3 that's so now so popular and beloved. And it's so weird to see me making these Street Fighter 3 characters, but like in a, like with emphasis on some SNK, KOF type of gameplay and stuff. It may throw some people off. But that's the fun for me, that I could create something different, something new. And it's like it puts a different visual image in your mind, because you would have never saw any of this stuff if I had not done it. Because it could inspire people to create different things or to innovate. Instead of getting the same repeat stuff. You know, some people will prefer every Street Fighter game be exactly like Street Fighter 2. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing, like purists. But I love to see, like, you know, characters go into different type of games. You know, like freaking Alex in Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Like, he's in a versus game with air grabs and all kinds of versus game type stuff. I love seeing that personally. I'm gonna mute it like when there's a commercial, so excuse me. KOF Memorial is a popular KOF style, like KOF Anthology style. What is KOF Anthology? There's just like so much KOF stuff, you know? Like more than anything, that's like one of the most popular things in Mugen specifically. I don't know if there's really that much stuff using Eichmann. Other than Strong FS's Mugengers, but yeah, I just know that there's so many of those. Like, I know KOF Wing by Vanny, but there's like so many versions of that. Like, you never know which one is the real one. Because there's like people trying to make their own versions of it, you know? I'll make some new stuff with Sean soon. With Sean, I gave him an install so that he could use Spark Show, which is Laura's V trigger, and then it'll change the properties of some of his moves. You'll see. And it'll also have some different animations. Because for those who know Sean, he has some different animations between games. His dragon upper changes between games. He has a bunch of different versions of that. So that's one of the reasons why I created an install, so I could utilize those different animations. So that's basically how, because it's like, look at Ibuki, she's been in way more games, right? She's been in New Generation, Second Impact, Third Strike, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Tekken, Street Fighter 5. I have all of that stuff to use. Also Pocket Fighter. I have so many references, but like for example Makoto, who has not been in as many games, then I have to I look at all the stuff they do in the game and I create a moveset based on what I think would fit for them. Also, I do take some creative liberties just for fun, just for the fun of creating it. But I try to stay true to what that character would do and like what their abilities are. Like, instead of giving Sean a Hadouken like a normal special, it's his super, right? Because he's still learning. I always like things like that because it shows the character, you know, he's still in training. And that's why one of his level 3s is a Shinku Hadouken, because for Ryu, he could do it easily. He could use it as a level 1 super. But Sean really has to dig deep to be able to do it. So I think it would be cool to like make it so it's like he does the Shinku Hadouken, but then he's like a little bit tired out after doing it. But then I'm also trying to make a game and do something fun, so I'm not gonna be completely limited by like source material like that. That's why I give him Spark Show again, because he hasn't been in a lot of games, so I could use Laura and give him the moves that Laura had because that's his sister, the relative. And that's kind of how I do everything. I stay within like the realm of what's been done in the source material. Because if I just only used like the games that they appeared in, then you know, like there's a lot of games I just remember. Like I always remember Marvel vs. Capcom, how Beautiful Joe never had a level 3 in that game, but he did in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, like the slow motion one. But he does not have a level 3 in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Not all characters have level 3s. I never like that. I don't like it when it's like that. That's why I give all characters bare minimum the same amount of supers. So for anything that I can't reference, that's when I create something custom. And I follow those guidelines of what I just told you before. I try to make it something that's like in line with their abilities, something they could probably do. Like for Makoto, a lot of that stuff I got from Omega Mode. So I took those concepts from Omega Mode and just put my own spin on it. But things like utilizing her speed, how fast she moves, like the dash punch. From the dash punch where she leaves a little silhouette of herself, I created a super from that. She moves so fast, she leaves those images behind her. Oh, but then another thing I was saying with Sean is like, he doesn't have a fireball, but he does have his basketball, right? I like to do things like that. Rather than just making Sean just like another Shoto, he's unique because he has a basketball that he can throw that can act as a projectile. And now he can even hit it, just like Mega Man in Marvel vs. Capcom with his rock ball. Sean could throw his basketball and hit it. And spike it. Like Felicia. Final Fighting 3 has a cool little Easter egg where a character gains a permanent power up on their birthday, which gives me the excuse to use all birthdays. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, you know, it's interesting that you say that because, man, Eichmann has a lot of new features where you could set up stuff like that. It's like you could set up stuff by people's birthdays, their age, their gender. Like, this is if you wanted to do, like, if you wanted to utilize that in game somehow, you could do that. Yeah, the palette thing, yeah, you could make it literally anything in a palette, yeah. Yeah, I know. But you know, like I said, you know how people are. I mean, I am gonna do that. But just so you guys know, like when you see me making palettes or whatever, I'm not trying to do anything with it. I like to see something different, you know, like we're never gonna see a freaking Black Ryu in an official game probably. Other than Street Fighter Cross Tekken. A white Balrog, a white Dudley. I just think it's cool just to do something different. I don't care about race or anything like that. Yeah, and as you said, you could represent more people that way. Oh dang, the jam right here. I gotta listen to this real quick. Whenever I hear this theme, I think of Moria. I think of creating a super with Moria where he does something with his sword and it creates a moon silhouette, and then freaking using Shinji's freaking Zanbakuto, it like turns the screen upside down while he's slashing him or something. Like, man, I wish I could do that. Every time I hear this theme, I like start thinking about what I could create with that character. I got my Naruto inspo in this. I gotta get some Bleach stuff in there too. Not literally putting Bleach stuff in there, but like being inspired by it to create some stuff. All right, I'll check out that theme after this. KOF Anthology is basically of KOF Marvel vs. Capcom. It's made by a dude named Duracell there. Okay. Ooh, getting close. All right, let me see the theme you're talking about. Let me see. Sean is getting more in touch with his father, Blanca. KOF Lucky Gulber. Instead of basketball being a taunt, have it be like what you described. How it can even take a little inspiration from Lucky. I already did that, is what I was saying. His basketball is literally, it works as a projectile. Does damage too. That's what I was saying. Like, I would rather do something like that. Take the trait from the actual character, things that, you know, come from their personality, and integrate that into the gameplay. That's what I'm doing with every character. I think that's better than like giving Sean a Hadouken just because. Like, it doesn't make sense with the lore of the character for one. But at least like with, like, for example, doing the lore stuff is like, obviously that's a little bit of fan service, see, but still it's like, it's something that could possibly happen, that being his sister and that being his family's fighting style. That's what I said when Sean comes out in Street Fighter 6. It would be cool if he had a blend of Ken and Laura. Instead of just Ken. A Ken, like a blend of both. I freaking love this jumping heavy, man. I love attacks that look like they spike. I don't know, I was thinking like, imagine I give Oro a dramatic finish. Like, if you finish with that Spirit Bomb Super, it destroys the planet. I want to do that with some characters like Hagar and Zangief. Because I don't know if anyone saw, I made a dramatic finish for Cody from Final Fight Revenge, where he does that. You were already dead. Like, make Hagar like take you out to space. And that's just like a fan service thing, but it's like, it only happens when you finish it with the super. So it doesn't actually harm anything. Yeah, I gotta fix this. I'll do it after the. Yeah, go ahead and put your song request in there if you want me to put a specific song. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing the fingerless gloves on this, I could tell. Cause I'm right now, as I'm doing these, I'm just thinking of some ideas for palettes. EX basketball could go to the top of the screen and fall. Oh, nah, I'm not doing nothing like that. So the basketball is still a taunt. It's just like Sakura or other characters who have taunts that can hit and do damage. So it's not an actual special move. But I just made it so the basketball has more utility. So yeah, he will run around pressing taunt to set up combos.
Final round. Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
Like, you know how, like, say, like, if your Gaio use a Sonic Boom and then you start running after it? You could do that with a basketball. I think I made it. It's in one of those shorts. He throws a basketball, he runs, he jumps over, there's a cross up, then the basketball hits him from the other side because it's bouncing towards them. And that adds to the hit stun. Stuff like that is dope. Like how they did in Street Fighter 5 with Dan and the taunt thing. That's my favorite kind of design. Because it's like, you know, there's so much focus on trying to make things esports and competitive, but making things just fun and cool is also important. It's kind of underrated. What's going on, Sonic Skills? Ohio? What's going on? Oh, Japanese? Hey, that's what's up. I'm in Japan as well. How are you this morning? Oh yeah, I know this one too, yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for video game music and remixes, man, this stuff would be so hard. Shout out for anyone who sits here and does this kind of thing, because this it's taxing. but it'll be worth it in the end. In somewhere. At 790 out of like, it's like around 1800. Maybe 17. Hold on, bathroom break. I'll show you what I mean with the basketball in a second. But again, let me show you an example of why I do this with the sprites. Let me find this character this theme is playing right now, because she's like really far along with that. So this is Chun-Li, right? This is her default color, SXE. And then you see, this is from the Street Fighter, the movie, the game. This is June from Star Gladiator. This is from CVS. Morgan. This is Pai Long. What is it from Virtua Fighter? Ling Xiaoyu. Oh, this is from Full Metal Alchemist. I think that's, I forget. This is Yang from Ruby. I didn't make all of these, but this is the Jill cop, like Chun-Li cop. Another Morgan one, but like, watch me show you some other ones. Like the Alpha LVA. Oops, not that one. I think it's this. My. Lele. SBC Chaos. SBC Chaos, the alternate color. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Assist color 1 for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Assist color 2. Street Fighter 2. A different color from Street Fighter 2. Just so you could get an example. Right? Street Fighter 3 default. Oh, that one, not that one. If it does that means it's an older one. Yeah, I probably didn't update these ones. Okay, that's one of them that works. That's one of the colors from Street Fighter 3. Yeah, but most of these are using the older one. Okay, yeah. The Street Fighter 4 alt. These are not meant to be perfect, of course, right? Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter EX. Street Fighter EX3 specifically. But yeah, by doing this, you can have all that extra stuff without having to like get new sprites, because sprites are very expensive. Street Fighter 5, the Street Fighter Alpha color. Street Fighter 5, the story costume. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. Like, you could do a lot of cool stuff like that. Alright, let's get back to this. I'm almost done with it. Oh yeah, but let me see. You said Dan's taunt was moved to B skills rather than the actual taunt button. I think Sean's basketball should be a special move rather than a taunt. Imagine how much better the utility would get. Nah, just make it like Alpha Dan. Yeah, I know. That's how I like it. I like it as a taunt. Because if I make it a special, I'll have to make it an EX move. But the thing is, the taunt like always worked that way, so I'm staying true to the game, but I'm also making it like, you know, I'm just like changing it slightly, like updating it. Alright, so just watch this real quick, watch. Alright, so look, like this. See that? But the thing is, you can do like this. Like that. And then this. See? But this is still a work in progress, by the way, but watch this. Okay, hold up. Like that. I don't know why it's looking kind of laggy like that. Okay. I'll check it out next time. But yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, with Chun-Li, the powers you're talking about, yeah. But I like to remove it because I think it looks cooler. Because it looks more like Vice, like how Vice has her leggings. So that's what I base it on. Yeah, but that is why we are always doing this with the sprites. It takes forever. But we get to create all those costumes. And we get to create all that free content like that just by doing that. You know, I say, like, wouldn't it be cool to unlock these palettes in the game? Like I said, you unlock a Street Fighter 2 set, you unlock Street Fighter 3, Marvel vs. Capcom, whatever, and you could set different conditions for these unlocks that could be, you know, like linked to the games that they come from. Like use Chun-Li and beat Urien and something, unlock Street Fighter 3 Pal set or something like that. But just see it beyond face value, because like the possibilities are just kind of crazy. How do you make it where only colors in the designated palette? Well, you have to use this tool that I'm using. You have to separate each limb, each item, each element one by one. You're pretty much drawing, well, you see, like, because this part is like this on her shoulder, you could create this palette that looks like her shoulder is covered. But she has this armband separating it, and then she has the rest of her forearm, and then this, and then the hand. By separating each of these things, you could make them all. You could make them all different colors, you know, because normally, when you create a palette, you change this red on her head, it changes everything else, right? It changes everything. That's why you make everything its own color. You separate everything so it's its own color, so you could create costumes like that. Just like an example like this. Because her feet are no longer shared with the rest of her skin, her feet can look like this with the white at the bottom, like she has the socks on, without it changing the hand color, without it changing the arm. And also look, on this part where normally her skin is showing, it now could kind of look more like the knee pad that she has in Street Fighter 5. And remember, of course, it's not gonna act like mimic it one to one, but it's like you could get close enough. Don't worry, I'll create some Sean sauce soon. I just want to finish this CS. And I've been working on Ibuki, so I just want to make more progress on her. And Sean is like, I don't just work on characters on a whim. Like I'm trying to tell you, I gotta be like in that zone. Like I will just be researching that character for weeks straight. And just only listening to their themes and things like that to like get completely focused on that character. And then it's like, that's when I could start coming up with a moveset. Commercial. Yeah, for the stylistic reasons, yeah, it is because of that. Oh snaps, I'm glad that I could catch you streaming. Love your work, brother. What's up, MD Soul? Said Sean is crazy, the Captain Chill, the talent live in effect. What's going on, Captain Chill? What's up, Caleb? Are you gonna do Chun-Li and Cammy tag team combos? Yeah, I will eventually. I got some shorts of that. Because this is a passion project, I try to explain it like this. Like, if I just work on something just for the sake of working on it, I'm not gonna like be able to put as much love into it if I was truly motivated to do it. Like, you know, like I said, me typically, I only can focus on one character at a time, because when I try to do too much at once, I'm kind of dividing that up between characters. So when I am working on the character, I like to just work on them like for a certain period of time, like while I'm like super passionate about it. And then like when it starts to wane down, then I will move on to something else. But it's just the way that I have to do it, because there's so many characters and this is like so much work. So I typically like I wait till I burn out on the character, then I'll just go to the next thing instead of quitting. That way I'm still working on something, you know? But if I try to force myself to do something, then I'm just gonna not want to do it. Then it's gonna not be fun. And you gotta remember that passion project part, because you need passion for it. Otherwise, like, I will be half-assing it. I'll be half-assing it just to try to hurry up and do something, just because. So you gotta trust in my way, like that I do it so that whenever I touch this stuff, like I am absolutely in love with it, and I'm gonna put all that love into the work. But yeah, don't worry about stuff like that. I'm gonna get to it eventually, but you know, I only can do so much at one time. It's too easy to get burnt out on this stuff. Because it can seem endless, man. Like, those of you guys who know, you guys saw me when I was just doing this for Makoto. Not that long ago. And we're already on to the next one. like doing it again, like with like very little break in between. And I've been going consistent like this for years, right? That's why people are like, dang, aren't you farther along? Like, man, hell no, this shit takes a long ass time. That's why I tell you the best thing that you could do is go brush up on these games, play them again. Because then you're going to be like, oh, that's from this game. That's from this game. Oh, I know that super. That's from this game. Oh, that's a super that she had in Second Impact and New Generation, but they changed it in Third Strike. And they made it an Ultra of Street Fighter 4. That is how I teach you guys, and I try to inspire you guys to help buy the games, man, so we could get more and better stuff. I'm looking forward to the results of Street Fighter 6 doing so well. Let me see. I know people play mind games with this shitty Third Strike iteration. Who are you talking about? Said the Captain Show, bro, you are everywhere. I am. They said great minds think alike. No kidding, man. I kid you guys not. I be on that research. It's important for me to know the source material so that I can explain it and show you all. And we can inspire more people to get into the genre when they know about all these things that are not necessarily explained. Yes, you definitely need patience. Definitely. I run on what I call wouldn't it be cool? Right? So I'm always thinking like, wouldn't it be cool if? Wouldn't it be cool if? Wouldn't it be cool if? And that's what I'm always thinking about everything when I'm doing it. Like, for example, one thing that I keep saying, and those who have been around me probably notice that I've been saying this a lot. I'll be like, man, wouldn't it be cool to see E Honda, Dowsum, and Blanca like do like a tag team combo? I know that's random, but there's just like something that you're not really gonna see, right? And I want to see it because I want to just see how that would look. Just like I did the Third Strike combo with the 3 characters with Sean, Ibuki, and Makoto. I want to do it with some of the OGs from Street Fighter 2. And by me doing these things, I'm putting that visual out there into the world, which will inspire other people in the games that they create. I am just a cog in the machine. Hold on, like this is like man, I freaking love this freaking Rock Lee palette, man. And you see, got the Sean red gloves and the Tabai. This is like a CVS version of Makoto using the colors from CVS. This is a custom palette called Dragonfire that I made up. This is like with long sleeves, with the gloves and the tabi. This is Street Fighter 3, like a reimagining of. This is like the same colors from Street Fighter 3, but obviously it's like a redux version. This is Yuri, Ryo, Ibuki, supposed to be Kim. And like I said, the skin color. I always make this kind of cut. This is like my custom color right here, with the all black everything, with the white and the yellow accents. With the this is my eye color, hazel. So I just create my own palettes that kind of represent me. I also made one for him too. Of course, I have all the colors from the games as well, but like I like to make my own custom one too. Just for the fun of it. Same thing. This palette is from Street Fighter 2, the movie, the animated film. This is like a Street Fighter 6 inspiration, but with Street Fighter 3 hair, right? For Street Fighter 3 Ryu, I know that his hair is not actually blue. It's supposed to be an accent, but I made it blue just because it's like, I call this palette the Sage. And then see, same thing, I made my custom pal. This was Terry. Street Fighter Alpha Ryu. It's custom. Some of these other ones are custom. And then Evil Ryu version. But yeah, you could really go crazy with it. And obviously, like, you see Ryu doesn't have a beard, but you could just have it like this. It comes off with a change of a palette. Many people may not know about this character, but see, like I created, this is created Cronin, created Nameless, even did the white part in the hair right here. Tetsuo. But the other thing is give him glasses, give him sunglasses he could take off and put them on. Just like Guile on Street Fighter 4. Guile, he has these palettes from Street Fighter, the movie. This is from Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. Some custom stuff. This is from Street Fighter 2. This is a power from CVS. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This is supposed to be, what is that dude's name from Marvel? Captain America, Bucky. What's his name again? I forgot. This is a Guile Commando. Like if Guile was a member of Captain Commando's team, you see one of his arms is like Cyborg. There's some SVC Chaos. These are from different games, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, etc. But then you see he also could put on the shades. Shades of glory. So just like the taunt that he has in Street Fighter 4, you could do this too, and he'll just put on the shades. But yeah, I love stuff like that. It's awesome. Yeah, the Winter Soldier. Yeah, that's who. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not that we simply are just reusing assets. We're also touching them up and making them look modern. I think Morgan is like one of the best examples of that, as you just saw. Her sprites look kind of crazy now. Compared to how they were before. Chun Li. This is the classic CBS in Vampire Savior. This is like a inspiration. This is from Marvel's Capcom 3. This is the Marvel's Capcom 3 default. This is from the OVA, Darkstalkers OVA. This is from Marvel's Capcom 2. Oops. That's Dimitri. Dimitri, this is from Marvel's Capcom 2. I think Marvel's Capcom 2 as well. This is from Chun-Li's costume of Chun-Li from, wait, Chun-Li's costume of Morgan from Street Fighter 5. That's the actual CS. Oh, wait, let me see. See, like for example, this is the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 palette set, as I was saying, right? This is the default. This their other color. These are just all the colors from that game. And then I also did. I pretty much, I keep saying it, but I'm remaking everything from each of the games that they've appeared in, as well as doing custom stuff as well. And then these are the colors from Vampire, like the Darkstalker games. I take the colors from the sprites, from the official sprites, and then I remake them in this. And these are the Street Fighter 5 palettes. Remember from that Chun-Li cosplay? Some alls from Pocket Fighter. Well, you get it. Hopefully you get it. It's like if Street Fighter had, or if Capcom games had the amount of palettes that like Melty Blood has. Let me finish this though. I'm like so close to finishing it. Hey, where was I? Oh wait, did I finish? Oh no, I didn't. This is where I'm at. I was about to be like, oh, I'm tight.
Going.
Alright. Yeah, but it takes a while. But as I always tell people, just if whoever your favorite character is in these games, just go look up how their sprites look, right? And then eventually, when I get to them, you're gonna see how I revitalize it. Oh yes, frame by frame, indeed. CPS3 characters are the worst. Because they have like double the amount of sprites of like any normal character. Oh, let me show you a character that I started on. That's a bit... He's not that popular, but one of my favorite characters. I started doing the same thing for him too. Yeah. So I cut his colors down to start the process to do the separation for him. About to be crazy. I'm about to show you guys Capcom's greatest ninja character. Even cooler than freaking Strider Hiryu. Got a Warzord, Red Earth. But man, I always appreciate when people take the time to see what I'm actually doing instead of assuming the worst or something like that, because this stuff takes a lot of effort. And some days I don't want to do it, you know? I don't want to do it every single day. I have to motivate myself every day to do it. Man, this is going to be so freaking awesome. That Morgan thing was by Mr. Destructor. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite theme remix. That's why I be telling people I can't do stuff for them, man. I got my hands full, as you can see. Like doing this for like over 100 characters. And this is not even the moveset, the gameplay stuff. This is just touching up the sprites, which is necessary for the visual aesthetic that you see. That's why, despite a lot of these characters being from different games, they blend better. Not perfect, but better. Enhances that visual clarity. Commercial break. Just let those ads rock. Yeah, more than Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yeah, man, it could take like years just for us to get like freaking 5 characters done. Let alone one like completely done. Because remember, I always say it's not like I'm doing this every single day. Only when I feel like doing it. So you have to factor that in. Seems crazy, but that's what I've been doing all this time, consistently, and it's all here on this channel if you wanted to see it. That despite everything, I'm still going. You gotta persevere. If you really want it bad enough, you're gonna get it done, no matter what. Don't give up on your dreams, people. You can do it. You're watching me do it. See, hearing something like this was like, will hype me up to work on that character. When they have like a cool theme. cool remix. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm gonna finish after I finish these guards for today. Gonna power through this. Oh, I think that's it. Yep, that is in fact it. So that is one more part done of this. Whew. So let's see what's left. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do it today. I'm about to end in a little bit. But the next thing I'm gonna do, probably the feet, and then this shin part right here, and then these pockets, and then after I'll start doing the upper body. But so far, I was able to do that. It took me like 2 hours. 2 hours just to do that one thing. And this is me just uninterrupted, like doing it. Alright, I'll check out the palette channel. Alright people, that's all I'm gonna do for today. I'll see if I'll do it again tomorrow and keep going and start doing the next thing. But thank you guys for chilling with me. Next time, man, you guys should have some of your work on the side and work with me so we can work together, get our work done. Make some progress. Oh, let me check out the palette you made. Oh, you made a Joni. No, that's sick. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Let's look at the palette that he just made. This is called Jonin. Nate just made this one right now. We had like a running thing for the longest time. When I first made like Mai with the Kakashi pal. And gave her the freaking shotgun gun thing. But as I was saying, like, it's cool to do stuff like this just for the fun of it. Oh, okay. You still want to see that? Like, damn, somebody called me out on it. Alright, I'll show it real quick. I'm gonna make some palettes after this too. Alright, let me see here. I think this is the first I'm showing this special intro too. Oh yeah.
Ready? Fight!
So I'll just show some of the specials, right? Got the ground kunai, EX is Fuma, and you could actually hold it. Got the air kunai, the bomb. Like I said, this doesn't explode. It hits the ground, hits him, boom, hits the ground, explodes. Got the Hien. That's a giddy. This is without using customs. I tried to make the Street Fighter 4 version of it. He does a second kick after. Raida. EX Raida is Omega mode. I'm using the keyboard, so expect trash. Hold on, let me just grab this controller real quick. I'm gonna be struggling. All right. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I probably can't change the settings now. Let me see if I can. Dang. Oh, it's on 30 FPS. That's why. I'll have to change it next time. I was wondering why it looks like that. When you're already streaming, you can't change it. So next time I'll put it on 60 FPS. So excuse me. But that's the regular one. It's the EX. Still gonna add the sound, but you see, the regular one is as normal. This is from Omega mode. She does a dash first, does his elbow, which starts the grabs him, boom, wall bounce. You can do that. Just as you can do this. Still gonna add the sounds to that. So what's different with this is that these are the ones she has Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, and then the new one she got on Street Fighter 5 is now the heavy version where she goes forward. And of course you saw me do that in that combo. And then she has this Muji. Now this one, only if you know Pocket Fighter. This move never had an EX move. So I took one of her intros from Pocket Fighter and made that into an EX move to create something new that this character only had as an intro. And that's the EX version of this is like a teleport. It uses the FX from Pocket Fighter. Force the bomb. Typical stuff. And this one is a work in progress that I was working on. This one. Supposed to be the Street Fighter 4 Ultra. And then of course it also, but the difference between this one is this one does not move. This one, I'm gonna add, you know, this one a wind pose. She does the smoke bomb. She's gonna teleport a little distance like that, so it has slightly more distance. And then also to make it look more different visually, because Ibuki has two different FX colors. She has the normal blue that she has with the moves, and then she also has like the red from like this. So I just created for the level 2 a blue version of this to like, because you know in Street Fighter 4 is blue as well, to make it seem like as though it's the evolution and a stronger version of that move. If that doesn't hit with the grab, you see it does the wall bounce like that. It does. He does that Street Fighter 4 part, the orbiter hand, smacks him up against the wall, and it's a wall splat. So the level 3 is going to be the Street Fighter 5 version where she does the slide kick, kicks him up, and then does it on the way down. And then the other level 4 is Hashino, the Street Fighter 4 version. And then this is another one that I'm working on in progress. This is from Pocket Fighter. Actually, no, wait. You know this one from Street Fighter 3, of course. That's the level 1. The level 2 version of that, remember this is a work in progress, so don't judge it too harshly, is called Hayate. And it's basically like she has like almost like a raging demon-like move where she slices past them and does a bunch of slashes. And that's a level 2 version of this move. And then this Ashino, the Street Fighter new generation second impact version, it doesn't do the full animation like it usually does in those games. Ignore the Makoto voices. So it needs to hit them first, and then it'll activate. And then you could jump cancel it still, like always, and whatever. And then this is the other super that I'm working on too right now. Not that one, oops. How do I do it again? I forgot. No, not that. No, not that one. This one. This is also from Pocket Fighter. He summons a toad. It does like a fire blast. Think of it like a Dowsum super, because that's pretty much what it is. Dowsum. One of Dowsum's supers. A flamethrower. No, it's because I used this Makoto as a base to create this Ibuki, that's why. And let me see, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about as much as I finished so far. But yeah, that's progress so far of what I've got. The combo that I did in that video, as always I show you, you do this, hit the ground, then push back. In order to hit the full target combo, that, because otherwise she'll be too far away to hit both hits. Immediately, you gotta dash, dash. And anyone who knows how this works, it's like a tempo to it because you want to hit both hits on that right there. Because if you do it, you could just get the 3 hits. This is gonna push him away. You hear the sound? Now from Street Fighter 5. You have to do a move to close the gap in order to connect from that. And that's where these movements come in, to use them in combos other than, you know, just doing like to mix up. Actually use it in a combo. That's how she's able to close that distance right there and continue a combo from there. So everything that I'm doing is, like I always tell you guys, is following that same game design principle of like instant reaction type of thing. Because I like it. It looks cooler like that, and then it's harder to do. And then another thing we updated is we changed it so now that the Mega Crash works in neutral and on hit. And this is just the burst to knock them away. Right, so we turn the AI on. He's hitting me. That's when it works when you get hit. Doesn't work against grabs. She just keeps on doing that super, the AI. Well, you get it anyways. It's just a get off me. It doesn't do damage. It costs 1500, so if you're getting destroyed by combos, you have 2 chances to get out of it if you have max meter. So it costs 1500. And then the offensive one, I gotta change it. Wait, let me see. It's okay. Well, let me change it real quick, I guess. The offensive one is the red one. The defensive one is the blue one. Oh, I still have it because there's an air one too. But yeah. See, it works like that. The little clock comes up. You could do it on the ground too, but only when being hit. It's because right now I was making a recent change of just making it so this one can be used in neutral. And that this red one can only be used on hit. But when the red one hits, you see this, you hear the time thing like ding. And then it goes away when the clock goes away. And that, it just slows down time. Slows down time for like, I have the exact seconds, but it's in a different file. I can't tell you the exact seconds right now, but just for a short duration. Yeah, but we getting somewhere though. That's not OCG, but I could probably make it like that. But I'm not about to keep going though, so I know people are joining in right now. I was just trying to show them a little how far I was so far. But I still have a lot of work to do, so. Progress though, progress. What's up, Stefan? I'm doing alright. Hopefully you are as well. And then I'm gonna make a dual assault with Ibuki and Makoto. And the basis is gonna be their special intro. One of them. You know, this part. You know that this is normally just a special intro, but I'm also gonna use it in a super, cause so you can see it more often than just a special intro. Just thought that it would be cool. So I'm gonna come up with something for them to do, and then they're gonna end it with this. Okay. And that's it for tonight. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the support. You know, it's just a long road from here, but we in there, boys and girls. Good night for you. Good afternoon for anyone in Japan.